Earlier this year, Elon Musk issued a stark warning. Artificial intelligence and robotics are advancing fast enough to replace a vast majority of human jobs. Almost immediately, the market responded. Amazon announced a massive cut, laying off 16,000 corporate employees in a single wave. Then came the fintech company Block. They slashed their workforce by 4,000 people. The CEO was direct about why. AI tools have restructured operations. A month later, Oracle cut 30,000 jobs. The goal was to redirect payroll funds into AI infrastructure, using automation to handle database management roles. Meta quickly followed suit, and even the consulting giant Accenture moved to eliminate 11,000 roles. This chart captures an immediate, high-velocity displacement hitting the information sector today. As AI adoption rises, the curve for tech sector employment takes a sharp downward trajectory. Notice who is actually losing their jobs. The people being cut at Amazon aren't the warehouse workers physically moving boxes. They are middle managers sitting in offices. If you want to know if your career is vulnerable, look for two red flags. First, your work is entirely digital and completed on computers. Second, your performance is measured strictly by output volume or productivity metrics. Tech companies have realized a cold economic truth. They can trade the recurring cost of your salary for a one-time capital investment in an AI system. If your daily routine consists of hitting a quota, whether that is churning out lines of code or processing spreadsheets, and you try to outproduce a machine, you will lose that race. But there is a ceiling to what software can actually do. An AI is ultimately just a tool, and humans are notoriously unwilling to hand over actual control to the tools they use. If your job involves making decisions that dictate where money, resources, and people go, your role is highly secure. Society demands a human at the top of the chain of command. An algorithm might advise a CEO or a politician, but it won't be allowed to replace them. The same applies to roles carrying heavy moral and legal weight. If a surgical error occurs or a legal ruling goes wrong, the system requires a human to bear that liability. We cannot put code on trial or revoke a machine's medical license. Curious, this dynamic is creating a new industry. Because artificial intelligence is so capable, we need human regulators to oversee its behavior, set its limits, and prevent it from being weaponized. As long as a decision has profound, real-world consequences, the ultimate authority to make that choice will stay firmly in human hands. Physical unpredictability offers another layer of protection. Sending a plumber to fix a unique leak in a cramped basement requires physical adaptability. Building a robot to navigate that specific, changing environment on the fly is currently far too expensive compared to hiring a person. Then there are fields where the human being is the actual product. When you buy a piece of art, you aren't just paying for canvas and paint. You are paying for the artist's life story and vision. Software also struggles with delicate emotion. An AI can try to simulate empathy, but rendering highly realistic human reactions requires immense computing power and often results in an interaction known as the uncanny valley. In our most vulnerable moments, whether sitting in a therapist's office or giving birth or trusting someone with elder care, we inherently demand genuine human connection. Wherever a scenario demands navigating physical chaos, high emotional stakes, or authentic empathy, an artificial substitute proves to be an awkward and cost-prohibitive choice. This flowchart visualizes reverse emotional value. In pursuits like athletics, humans create because the act brings internal joy. Notice how the AI's efficiency pathway bypasses the human joy node. Having a machine write a song when you enjoy the process yourself completely negates the activity. This preservation instinct extends to our oldest professions. Handcrafted artisans and traditional storytellers hold roles that have survived for thousands of years. We protect these roles to maintain our deep cultural heritage. Modern efficiency metrics are irrelevant when the goal is preserving human identity. To survive this shift, you have to stop acting as a productivity machine. Instead, pivot your career toward roles that demand human connection, specialized craft, and ultimate responsibility. Beyond these individual layoffs, we are entering the transition phase of a broader 18-year economic cycle. In this period, the underlying rules of the labor market shift, and traditional job security becomes less reliable. In an environment this volatile, figuring out your next career move is only half the equation. Protecting the wealth you already have and building a financial moat around your family is just as critical. That is why the Stewardship Finance Academy was created, to provide you with the tools needed to navigate these specific technology-driven market shifts. Through their free stock investment masterclass, you will learn the all-seeing eye framework, a systematic approach designed to help you identify high-conviction equities even when the market feels chaotic. Click the link in the description below to access the masterclass and start securing your financial future today. But what happens when the dust settles? When this automated AI-integrated society arrives, how will it actually operate day to day? We will cover that in our next episode.